Hi everyone, it's time for another Kinetic Letters video. Today we're going to be practicing the window cleaner family, which have 4 letters in them. We're going to practice these, remembering that the window cleaners are a bit like we've got water on our windows and we're going to clean the water off. Okay, so let's have a go in our sand or our salt
let's
tray.
do our first window cleaner letter, which is the letter L. So we start at brave for this one. Remember, I've got my tree here that I've drawn. If you need to practice that, have a look back on the abracadabra family letter video, should I say. We have the sky at the top and we have the ground at the bottom. So we're going to start at brave monkey's branch and we just go down, bump, flick the water off. So all of the window cleaners have that flick, because imagine this is a window, you're going down and flicking that water off. Okay, so that's the letter L. Then we'll do the letter T, which again starts at brave, and we go down, bump, flick the water off, pen off, so finger off, and we just do a push across, just a little push across. And then the next window cleaner is the letter I. Give your tray a shake. This time we're starting at scared monkey's branch. Same movement, down, bump, flick the water off. Then we take our pen off or our finger off and we just do a little dot. We're not colouring in or painting, so we just do a little dot. It doesn't need to be a giant circle. Okay, and then last window cleaner is the letter U. This one again starts at scared. Okay, and we go down, bump, push along the ground, up, back up to scared, down, bump, flick the water off. Okay, so those are our window cleaner families in our sand or our salt tray. Let's have a go at doing them on paper.
Right, so I know that lots of you have been working really hard on practicing your letters on paper. So let's have a little look at writing the different window cleaner letters like that. So you can see I've got my 4 trees here to help me with those 4 window cleaner letters. Remember, we've got our ground, scared monkey's branch, brave monkey's branch, and the sky across the top to make sure our letters start and are the right size. So let's start with that letter L. Okay, L starts at brave, so I'm going to start here by the tree and goes down, bump, flick the water off. Remember, they all flick that water off after they go down a window. Okay, L. Can you have a go? Down, bump, flick the water off. Our next window cleaner letter is the letter T. Starts just like the letter L. So at brave, ready? Down, bump, flick the water off, pen off, go to scared and do a little push across. Okay? Down, bump, flick the water off, pen off, push across. Well done. Now remember, the last 2 window cleaners both start at skip, at scared monkey's branch. So let's start with the letter I, the I. Okay, starting at scared, remember we're down bumping, down bump, flick the water off, pen off, dot. And you'll notice I'm just doing a little dot. I'm not doing a really, really big circle. We're not colouring in, we're just doing a dot. Okay, down, bump, flick the water off, pen off, dot. And last window cleaner is the letter U. Starting at scared again, down, bump, push along the ground, up to scared, down, bump, flick the water off. Okay, down, bump, push along the ground, up, down, bump, flick the water off. Okay, there's one more thing I would like to introduce you to today, and that's the idea of what we call snuggling. So what I want you to give yourself a hug. Snuggle, snuggle, snuggle. You can see Mr. Q's a bit cold, that's why he's got his scarf on. But you know what? When we're writing letters in a word, so when letters are together, we want to keep them close together. A bit like penguins when they're cold. They snuggle together to keep warm. And that's what we want our letters to do. So I've got my little chameleon here. And I want you to imagine he's a letter. Maybe he's the letter I, the I. And Mr. Q is the letter T. Now, when we're apart, like this, I. When Mr. Q's on his own, T. But when we come together to snuggle, we make the word it. It. And that's how we write the word. So let's just have a practice of two words that need to be snuggled. So you can see I've already got my trees and my ground and my sky. So let's have a go at writing the green word it, like we just made. I know that it has two sounds. It. So let's do the first one. I. Starting at scared. Down, bump. Flick the water off. Pen off. Dot. Now the next sound, it. I don't want to leave a space. Remember, they want to snuggle together. So I'm going to do it quite close to it. It. Down, bump. Flick the water off. Pen off. Push across. And there's my word, it. The sounds are snuggled together. Shall we do the word is now? So again, two sounds, and I want to keep them together because they're in the same word. Is. 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 So I'm starting with I. Down, bump. Flick the water off. Pen off. Dot. Is. So remember, I'm going to keep it quite close together. Pull around, push, pull back along the ground. So the two letters are snuggled together, so I know that's a word. It would be lovely if you could have a practice of these at home. Maybe write your tricky words. Maybe write your green words. Maybe practice those digraphs because they're going to have two letters snuggled together. Have fun practicing your kinetic letters at home, and I'll see you next week for another family. Take care, everyone.